Hey everyone, welcome to Luna Celine Creations. Today I'm going to show you how to do this dot art wine glass. It's a great gift for any occasion. It's personalized with any name you want, and I use these colors today, but you can use any color you like. So I went with starting with a white for the outline. I like to use the multi-surface paints or enamel paints. Folk Art, Americana, and Deco Art are usually the ones that I use. They're easily available at Michael's. That's where I get mine. You can also get them on Amazon. And I use these dot art tools. This is a 6-pack. I got this also at Michael's. And it has all kinds of different sizes. This is the second largest one I'm using for this to do the outline, and her name is Katie, so obviously I'm starting with the big letter K. I like to do block letters. I find that they're just easier to do. As much as I love doing cursive writing and things like that, for this technique, really block letters is the way to go. So I just go in and dip. Every time I dip, I do a dot for this technique. So that's why I'm speeding this up for time's sake, because it can be pretty tedious. But anyway, you just watch this part and you'll get the idea. Just dip and dot and make your K, or whatever the letter is. Think about your spacing. This name only has 5 letters, so I was able to make the letters larger. If the name was something long, like, Elizabeth or Isabella, or anything with more than 5-6 letters, you're going to want to obviously make the lettering smaller. And if you screw up and make a mistake, you just wipe it off with the paper towel and start over. Even if you really mess up, you have to wash the whole glass over, clean it again with rubbing alcohol. That's okay, because we all make mistakes and no one's perfect. And especially if you're just learning this technique, it's no big deal. This is how we learn. We mess up and we learn from our mistakes and we do it better the next time. Just get right back on the horse, as they say. And as you do things like this, you'll get better and better. When I first started painting glass, I look back at some of my first projects and I'm like, oh my goodness, that wasn't very good. But other people even seemed to like them back then. So what do I know, right? Okay, and we finally made it to the E, so here is your whole name on the glass with the 5 letters. If it was a longer name, you would make the letters smaller, obviously. And there's Katie. This is an idea of how it's going to look when it's all finished, guys, okay? This is a birthday girl one I did. I do the rose gold, the silver, and the white for the dotting, and then I do a black base on the bottom of the base at the end. And these are some of the other dotting tools you can use. You can use a crocheting hook, the round part, if you don't have dotting tools, or you can even use just the end of a regular paintbrush. Use what you have. Okay, now using a couple of the smaller dotting tools, these have the stainless steel tip, where the larger ones just are all made of plastic. I'm going to go in and fill in the lettering. And I start with the rose gold. I don't use any white on the interior because the outline is white, so that would just make it blend too much. So you want to pop, right? So you're going to use the opposite color on the inside. So I start with the rose gold here, and then I carry on afterwards to use some of the metallic silver. Just take your time with these dots, don't overcrowd them, and just have patience. You can go in, you can do 2 or 3 dots at a time. They don't have to be, all the same size. So it goes a little bit faster than the outline. The outline is the part that takes the longest. and then on the bottom, set the glass down and do the top of the base. I couldn't really catch that on camera because of the angle, but you get the idea. And then we go in and we start filling in the dots that trail up. I start with the rose gold that I use the larger dotting tool, or again, you can use the end of a paintbrush. Just go in and make lines all the way up, and the dots can get smaller as you go up. I kind of make them, the effect that I kind of compare it to is like champagne bubbles or bubbles going up, so they're larger on the bottom and then they trail off in a slight S bend or a curve at the top. And then for the base, we do the 3 different colors and then the black on the underside of the base. There are all different sizes of dots, as you can see, and I will leave the baking instructions in the description box for you to bake these at home. So that's it for today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. From all of us here at Luna Celine Creations, I hope you have a great day. And if you like this kind of content, be sure to follow along with us. Hit the like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.